Hi guys. Um this is Miranda Hughes and I just had to get on here to give glory to God because a lot of you probably don't know, but I actually lost my job um in November and it took a huge toll on me. I really didn't think God would allow that to happen, and I had to learn to trust him because that I've never actually truly lost a job before, and the way that it happened and the people involved and just like everything that went down was just like I felt like I was the one who got, the one who had to take the hit for it. And I felt embarrassed. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to make ends meet. I felt like I was a failure. I felt like, like, okay, like I have all these things that God blessed me with. Like I'm doing what he says. Why is it backfiring? Like, why am I the one that has to take the hit? Why am I the one that has to, like, you know, go through what I'm going through? And I remember, a better question isn't to ask why, but to ask what. And I started asking God, like, what are you wanting me to learn in this season? And he began to reveal to me that, he's bringing me to this point because I have been obedient and faithful to him, and I've been like really really trying hard to be that better person that he's called me to be. And even if I don't always know what I'm doing, I'm still putting effort, and even if I don't accomplish it in the way that most people would find fitting as their standards or fitting as like their timely manner, God works on his own time, and he's not a logical God. Like he literally moves in his own time at his own pace. And for him to, kind of take away my job, he had something so much bigger, so much better. And it just kind of reminded me of that little picture that I sent on Facebook a while back, and it's this little girl. She's got this like little bear, and she's like holding it behind her back, and she's like, "No, like I'm not giving this to you." And he's like, he has this, or sorry, she has it in front of him, and Jesus has this big, massive bear, and he's got it behind his back, and he's just like kneeled down, and he's like, you know, if you trust me, I got something much better for you. And it's hard for her to believe him because you can tell by the look on her face she wants to believe him, but she's scared. And that's her favorite thing. Like she's held on to it for a long time. And I feel like that's how it was with my apartment. That's how it was with everything going on in my life. Like I've held on to these things because I worked hard to get them. Like I had a very rough past, and I had to go through a lot of things in order to get to where I'm at. And even though I'm proud of that stuff, at the same time, I've learned to not be so prideful in those things that I allow it to like ruin things around me, like relationships, and not worry about status or anything like that. And sorry guys. I'm trying not to cry. Um I might, so if I do, it's actually tears of joy. It's not really sad. But I actually wanted to get on here and share with you that after everything that I went through, like I just started launching my course this week. I started doing my first ever 7-day challenge for Confused to Confident. I just recently, literally like a few days ago, started YouTube and like my own channel. I started doing podcasts, like so many first, and I mean like I literally just threw myself out there. I don't always know what I'm doing. Sometimes I do, or I try to make it look like I do, but I'm actually in the process of learning and just kind of enjoying the ride. And I remember this woman from Walk in Your Worth. It was a woman that I've never met. I don't know her. I don't know anything about her. Excuse me. And she asked me what I was doing with this course. Like why, like what am I working on and why am I doing it? And didn't think anything of it. I mean, I told her what I was doing, and she asked me, "How much are you charging for this course?" And I said, kind of thinking about $70 right now, just because I said that could change I don't really know what to price it as. I mean, this is like my life that I'm kind of giving to other women so that they can not make the same mistakes that I did and also, kind of avoid the ones that they may currently are about to make. And I didn't really hear from her again. She maybe messaged me twice, I think. And she just said that was a really good thing that I was doing. And I told her thank you. And that was probably months back, like at least 1 to 2 months back. I've had so much going on. God's been, trying to elevate me and push me in areas that, He's trying to get me to step onto new platforms and step out of my comfort zone and, kind of drop some people and forget this thing and start picking this up. Like, I've been so busy just kind of building and creating that I just kind of forgot about that message. I mean, it touched my heart because I didn't have too many of them and hers was different. So today, I don't know what it was, but like I woke up and I felt like everything was different. Like I just felt this peace. Yesterday when that storm was going through, it felt like so quiet in the atmosphere, like with God and everything. I don't know if any of you Christians or anyone can sense that, I guess. But to me, I felt like in the spiritual realm, it just kind of felt like really, really quiet. So I knew God was doing something. I just didn't know what. And I just kept like sensing him to tell me to be still. Like be still, like, don't be anxious. Don't be worrying about what bills you have to pay. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Excuse me. And so, with that being said, I wake up today, and today is February 16th. I work a night shift, so it's kind of hard for me to keep up with schedules, times, and dates anymore, so I apologize if I had to think too hard on that. But, yeah, so I wake up, and there's these two guys that are outside, and they're like shoveling the snow off my porch, my front porch. And it's one thing for them to shovel snow off of the driveways and the roadway, but these guys actually were so sweet and so kind. Like they actually went up onto my porch and my drive and were personally like just making a path and making a way. And it made me think of God and how he like makes a path and a way, in general for, his children. And I just began to go in prayer and say, thank you, God, for that. Like I was really kind of concerned because I didn't really have time to take care of that like I wanted to. And next thing I know, about an hour or so goes by, and all of a sudden I had this urge to really check my email. I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what I would be expecting. Like I didn't know what I was looking for. And I get on there and I saw there was an email sent from PayPal. And it said that there's money waiting for me. And I'm like, okay, I don't know who would send me this. And I get on there. Guys, God is so good. He's so good. I get on there and it says that there's yes, I said that right, $700 waiting to be claimed. And it's from that woman that had messaged me. Like I tried finding this woman on Facebook. I sent her like off to the side there if any of you use PayPal, like you know what I'm talking about. At least I think, I don't know, I don't use it that often, so, and I don't really have a lot of people sending me money, so I don't really like mess with it too much on this part, but I have sent money and I've had in the past someone send me money. But there was like one part that said, the 700 claim now, and then off to the other side it said details. So I clicked on it and it had her email address. And I clicked on it and I asked her deliberately, like, hey, how are you doing? Or sorry, I just kind of asked her, like if this money is actually for me. And if so, what for? Well, I didn't get a reply or anything. So I checked actual Gmail. And to my surprise, the address wasn't even found. Like, I don't know if this is an angel or if this is like someone who just sent it before deleting the email address. Like, I don't know. Like, I I've never encountered this before. I wasn't expecting this, but I just had to get on here and give God praise and glory because that's where that credit goes. Like, wow. And the thing that God told me, and I believe it's somewhere, I know it's in the Bible, and I'm sorry, I don't know the exact verse, but I just read it recently, and it was talking about, like, I think it's like in the story of Job. I want to say it's Job, where after he lost everything, like God begins to restore. And when he restores, he'll give back tenfold. So I asked this woman or I told her I was going to be charging $70 for the course. That same woman sent me $700. Guys, that's God. I don't know what you believe in. I don't know what you think, but I can't find this person. Like, they literally just sent me money and then just dipped out. Like, there was like nothing, no trace of them or anything. And I'm not going to be using it foolishly. Like, this is literally, when God says you will not lack, like, he means it. He is a man of his words, and, like, I love God for that. Like, I love that he keeps his promises. I love that he's always there in the, like, nick of time, and he's always there saving me. Like, I was doing good. I mean, I made my first truck payment. I was able to pay, part of my rent, that was from, like, last week. There's groceries, a few that I got. I was able to get stuff for my school assignment. Like, after all that stuff was done, I had a little bit of money left over and I had enough to tithe, but like, I'm not out running around. I'm not out, blowing money or spending it in areas where I shouldn't, like I used to. And it's just amazing that when you're obedient to God and you really like follow his commandments and really listen to him and spend time with him and actually like get to know God for who he is, he comes through for you. Like, he really does. He's not going to leave you hanging. And it may seem like it, but he won't. Like, he's got your back. He's got you. And when I was standing in Kroger getting the eggs that I needed and some other things for my assignment, I looked up where I got the eggs just to kind of, see if there was anything else I may have forgotten. And I look up and I see a sign that says, "Got you covered." And I was like, that's him. He's speaking right to me. Like, I know it. And so it's just little things like that where he just like gives you confirmation and he lets you like be reassured that he's not going to leave you. He's not going to forsake you. And he's just always around you. You just have to have your eyes and your ears open to him. And little things like this, like that 700, I don't even know how to like even begin to process like, like how someone even could find me and send it to me. Like, but God has his ways. He really works mysteriously and he gets the job done. So, all praise and glory be to God. And I hope y'all can like learn and benefit from this video. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you want more topics or anything for me to talk about. Just let me know. This is a fresh channel, fresh start. So y'all just like let me know in the comments what you want to talk about. If you are friends with me on Facebook, then you can message me. If you do happen to have my phone number, you can text me any questions that you may have. Just kind of let me know who you are if I don't actually have your number. Like I said, there may be a couple people I've handed my number out just from like at work and stuff. I also do a lot of baking and things, so if you guys need any of that done, just let me know. But yeah, like there's so many things coming together and I'm just excited. I don't really know what the future holds and I used to be afraid of it, but now I'm super excited. Like, I cannot wait to wake up every day. I have so much to live for now and it's just it's exciting. So y'all have a good one and just keep hanging in there if you haven't gotten where you want to be yet. All right. God bless and have a great day.